Welcome to another edition of Double Shot. That's Jake Skorheim. I'm Jason Rantz.
Hey there.
I have an office that has a clear view of a side street.
Nice.
And it has parking on either side. It can sometimes be a little bit tight, but people can't parallel park, and so I'm now videotaping.
When did that become a
people
thing?
say
nobody can
they don't
parallel
test it
park
anymore. They don't teach it, or they don't test it.
That was a big part of the test when I was getting my driver's license.
It was parallel parking and driving backward without like swerving.
Oh yeah,
it's odd to me that they had us do that. But people cannot parallel park.
I'm shocked.
When you could fit a truck between the two other cars.
Yeah.
And they come in at the worst angle, and then they have to go out. And my favorite part is I'll be sitting there videoing it. It's like 5 minutes in, and they're like, "Never mind, I give up," and then they just drive off.
That is fun when they just like pull the ripcord.
Like,
They're like, forget it, it's not going to happen.
Done.
Do you remember that Office episode? Did you watch The Office?
I did.
Do you remember that beginning? It's like a cold open on the show, and Michael Scott is driving up, and he's driving like his what is it? Not a Prius. What was it? It was a PT Cruiser. He had like a or whatever it was. I don't know what the car was. It might not have been a PT Cruiser.
It wasn't a PT Cruiser, but I know what you're talking
something.
about.
It was like a convertible car. But he pulls up into a giant spot like you're talking about. Clearly, you could fit an 18-wheel semi in there. And he pulls up, and he just can't figure out the angle. He goes, it's too tight. And he just like keeps going. I've seen that a million times. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not trying to throw my wife under the bus, but I don't think that she's a very confident parallel parker. I think the key to parallel parking, honestly, is just like with so many things in life, it's confidence. You just have to commit and go for it.
I saw
and practice. Obviously.
Yeah, you got to practice a little bit. I saw this like infographic that tells you like when you're looking in your side mirror, when you can no longer see the line, that's when you make a specific
hard right.
But that's too hard to remember all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just think that people rely too much on or they think they're going to be able to get away with it because of the camera in the back, but that will help you not hit the car behind you, but it doesn't help you angle in.
Yeah, I find reverse cameras to be a little disorienting.
Do you really?
Yeah, I don't like them. Also, but in the future, like my kids, they're not going to have to learn how to parallel park because all cars are going to be automatic. Everything's going to, like you hit the button in cars now and they just like, they park it for you.
I hope when your kids are older, it's teleportation. I just like push a button, say.
Cross on my fingers for teleportation. Right? I'd like that too.
I feel like we're close.
Although I do feel like when they take all of your cells, not to get too sciencey, but when they have to scramble all of my cells to get them to fly through space and time, and then to rebuild me on the other side. I feel like when they're rebuilding you, they should have an option that they can rebuild you better, like the $6 Million Man. I don't know if that's a possibility. It's probably not going to happen in our lifetimes, but if it does, wouldn't that be neat?
An idea that came out of pure insecurity.
Yes, we get confidence, yeah.
A little bit. And we dream that you stick around for our next video. We'll see you next time.